If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
Federal agents on the ground in Cordova searching a home owned by the family of rapper Pooh Shiesty. The feds confirmed to Fox 13 they executed a federal search and arrest warrant. Neighbors reporting hearing flashbangs as agents entered the home early this morning. And our crew saw them carrying boxes out of the home as well. And this happened over the past several hours. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre has the latest details from Cordova. We're going to check in with him.
We're still working to learn the specifics in this house raid that took place here at this home in Cordova. We do know that according to the Shelby County Assessor's Office, that this home is registered to Lontrell Williams. Now, Lontrell Williams, that is the father of Pooh Shiesty, who also has the name Lontrell Williams Jr. Now, as for the specifics into this investigation, we're still working that out. We have learned that that this was an official warrant that was issued for this home, a search warrant for this home. Those FBI agents, TBI agents, came to this neighborhood about 5:30 or so. People who live in this neighborhood told us that they heard flashbangs, and they also heard the shouting from the FBI agents, TBI agents, telling whoever inside of the home to come out with their hands up. Again, this happened about 5:30 or so this morning. Take a listen to what people we spoke to who are very on edge this morning after what happened early this morning, waking them up.
Heard these couple of loud booms, so I came outside and, I heard them say, come out with your hands up. We've got a warrant.
Now, again, the FBI confirming that this was an investigation, a raid that took place at this home. Of course, stay with Fox 13. We're going to continue to stay on top of this story for you all throughout the day.
The FBI is investigating a Cordova home. This is a live look at that home right now. It is registered to the father of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. There are FBI agents that are in that home right now. It is a heavy police presence as we speak. They've been there for a little while. We've reached out to several different parties right now to learn exactly why agents are there and what exactly they are investigating. We got a team of journalists behind the scenes in the newsroom working diligently. We also have our photojournalists there on scene trying to get any kind of other update other than FBI agents are at this home, again, registered to the father of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. When we get more information, we will update you on air and on our website, Action News 5.
Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about ice cold. And the reason why I say that is this right here, y'all. Usually, when the feds get an arrest warrant to raid a house, to kick a door down, to go in there with flash bangs and all that old type of stuff, that tells us something. You see, that tells us that the feds have some type of evidence that somebody did something wrong. Now, this is Pooh Shiesty's father's house. That his name is on the lease. He's the owner of the house. So from my understanding, if anything get caught in that house that is illegal, that's going to fall back on the father because that is his house. But at the same time, we're talking about the federal government here. So if the feds can tie whatever his father is doing illegally back to Pooh Shiesty, it's gonna be a cold summer. I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, like, if these things happen. Now, let's say this right here. The feds don't play. Everybody already know that right there, right? And when the feds do come for you, they probably got a picture of you with your hand in the cookie jar, still in the cookie, looking dead at the camera, like, you see what I'm saying? That's how cold the feds is. They usually don't come, playing no games and all that. When they usually come, they got something. You see? And being that they got that big budget, they can do whatever they want to do. Now, as soon as I seen the federal government raiding Pooh Shiesty's father's house, instantly, probably just like everybody else, I thought about the Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty robbery. Right? Because Pooh Shiesty supposedly had robbed Gucci Mane, took his $1 million ring and watch and all type of other stuff from him, made him sign a contract and all this old type of stuff, right? Basically, it was like a kidnapping, robbery. I'm gonna force you to sign me out the contract type demonstration, so that was out there, right? So instantly I thought, probably just like how everybody else is thinking, that, hey man, wait, Pooh Shiesty might have robbed Gucci. Now, if this is true, right, Pooh Shiesty should be in a federal holding cell right now. He shouldn't be in that halfway house, because if they went and raided his father's house because of that, and Pooh Shiesty was there when the robbery went down, that alone is enough to violate Pooh Shiesty's parole. That alone. Because you can't be around no type of violence. You can't be around no robberies, no kidnappings, no, coerced or forced signing of the contracts. You can't be around none of that on federal parole. So if this federal raid on his father's house, on Pooh Shiesty's father's house, has anything to do with him, he should be in a federal holding cell. Now, from my understanding, he is not. From my understanding, Pooh Shiesty is still in the halfway house. You see? And like I said, again, if this has anything to do with Pooh Shiesty, he should be locked up. Now, this is not to say that later on down the line that they won't come and get Pooh Shiesty. This is not to say that 30 minutes from this video that they gonna go get Pooh Shiesty. But being that it was that serious for them to raid the father's house with flashbangs, I would like to think in my mind that Pooh Shiesty would have been snatched the same time that that house was being raided. Pooh Shiesty would have been getting arrested and he would be in a federal holding cell right now. But he's not. Because we got to understand something, y'all. A violation of his federal parole automatically triggers, hey, look, check this out. You got to get back to the, because you in violation. We got to send you back to the penitentiary. Period. In that violation, they can make him serve the remainder of his sentence, or they can make him serve a small portion of his sentence, depending on the violation. But he's still in the halfway house. Now, allow me to say this right here too, because there's a lot of confusion about this. A lot of people believe that it has something to do with the robbery with Gucci Mane, and the feds came just because Pooh Shiesty is on federal parole. Allow me to clear that up the best that I can, right? You can be on federal parole and commit a state crime. That doesn't automatically mean that it's a federal crime because you on federal probation or you on federal parole. Just because you do another crime, that doesn't mean that it automatically turns federal just because you're on federal parole or probation. Now, if it was connected to the robbery, that would be a state case, right? That right there is just a robbery. We taking your stuff. It wasn't like, y'all traveled across state lines to commit the robbery or anything like that. They supposedly came to Houston and y'all met up and then Gucci Mane got robbed. That's a state crime. Robberies are normally state crimes. Now, I'm not saying that the feds can't come pick nothing up, but normally robberies is state crimes. Coercing somebody to sign a contract, state crime. It's not a federal crime, is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. So when the feds is raiding his father's house, that might not have anything to do with Pooh Shiesty. It might have everything to do with Pooh Shiesty. But it's hot off the press right now, so we still doing all our homework. All we know right now is that his father's crib is getting raided or has been raided. And now all we're doing now is we're trying to wait on the outcome to see what else happens. But let me say this before I depart. It doesn't appear to me, as of now, it doesn't appear to me that this has anything to do with Pooh Shiesty. As of now, things can change later. But as of now, it don't seem like it has anything to do with Pooh Shiesty. It seems like it has everything to do with his father. Because like I said in the beginning, if it had anything to do with Pooh Shiesty, he'd be in a federal holding cell right now. But he's not. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. And if you're still here, I want you to hit this link right over here. If you need to subscribe, hit this logo that's going to be over here. But check out this video of Charleston White threatening to put Young Thug back in federal prison. Peace and love.